Korean religion, philosophy, and intellectual tradition.
Welcome to this next lecture on Korean thought and intellectual traditions. This course is an introduction to major topics in Korean studies, and today we're going to look at the different religions, philosophies, and intellectual traditions that have had a major influence here in Korea. And what I would like you to do is to, rather than think of each religion or intellectual tradition as something that is static and unchanging, I want you to try to think of these as a living organism that changes and develops and adapts over time. So, as you will see in this lecture, that there are major traditions such as Buddhism and Confucianism that are introduced into Korea, but they don't remain stagnant and stay the same throughout time, but in fact, they are introduced, they adapt to the local context, and then they change over historical time. And so they become, in a way, very Koreanized. And these are the intellectual traditions that define and have been embraced by Koreans up till today. We're also going to identify the specific historical circumstances that facilitated their development and their popularity. So there are certain reasons why Buddhism became so popular and supported by the state at the specific historical time that it did. Same with Confucianism, and the same with Christianity. We're also going to look at how these different traditions evolved and adapted to the local context.
Introduction: Shamanism, Buddhism, Confucianism, Christianity. Conclusion. Introduction.
So in this first part, we're going to examine the difference between religion and philosophy. And we're going to do this because with all of these different intellectual traditions, some are considered to be a pure religion and others are considered to be a philosophy.
What role do you think religion plays in society?
So what is a religion? And what is the purpose of religion? And what is the difference between religion and philosophy? How do they change over time?
These are the keywords for this class: religion, philosophy,